Borussia Dortmund then through to the knockout stages with a 1-1 draw against Lazio today. Bad news for Dortmund though, Erling Haaland out for the rest of the year with a muscle strain. Hummels as well looked bad at the end of this one. Shaka Hislop, you watched this game. Dortmund, that was a dodgy penalty, wasn't it, Shaq?
Listen, I've seen people say as much. My first look at it, I thought there was contact between Schulz and Milinkovic-Savic, who made a lot of the contact. I have to say, Milinkovic-Savic made a lot of the contact, but I thought there was enough there. I'm not sure that Schulz got to the ball first, and some of the contact was inside the box. So I have no real qualms about the referee pointing to the spot.
1-1 a fair result?
Yes. It was the old cliche, a game of two halves. Borussia Dortmund totally dominated in the first, and then in the second, I thought Lazio looked the better of the two. They played with a back three, spread very wide out, and actually pressed Dortmund higher up the park. And Dortmund just couldn't get their counter-attacking game going in the second half as they normally do against teams who press them high up the park. And Lazio were fully deserving of that equaliser.
How did they look without Haaland?
That's a challenge for me. Listen, I love Marco Reus. I think he was an incredibly talented player, but he's not a substitute for Erling Haaland. He doesn't hold the ball up as well. He doesn't link the player up as well. He's not the finisher that Haaland is. And as good as maybe he has been, I think quite clearly Dortmund lacks something when Haaland isn't on the park and Reus is the one leading that line. That's going to be a challenge for Dortmund in Haaland's absence. The only good thing from a Champions League perspective is that Dortmund are already through.
It's a bitter blow, clearly, obviously, Craig, to lose your star man.
Well, Reus is what we would call a floater, you know, rather than a striker, an out-and-out target man, as Shaq mentioned. So he hasn't got those skill sets that Haaland has. He has other skill sets that are very good. And maybe Lucien Favre's going to have to find a balance with some sort of false nine, be it Jadon Sancho or Gio Reyna, whoever it is. So we'll find out. But it's twofold. It's one, clearly the goals that he's been banging for, and the other bigger worry is that Dortmund started the season and it was not only about goals, it was about clean sheets. It was about really good defending. And in recent weeks, they've started to morph into the Dortmund that we've become accustomed to. That is, leaving themselves open and losing goals. And to state the obvious, when that's happening, you need somebody up front to bail you out. So they're not keeping clean sheets now, and they've lost their top man up front. They're slipping down the Bundesliga, and that's a problem for Lucien Favre.
Just a reminder, a full slate of Bundesliga matches for you here on ESPN Plus this weekend. Borussia Dortmund away against Eintracht Frankfurt. That game at 9:30, followed by the big one. Bayern Munich take on second place RB Leipzig.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.